Hi there guys, so I hope you enjoyed the fight between Anthony Joshua and Kubrat Pulev because it was an explosive one, it had drama, but Anthony Joshua had done the one thing that we were hoping he was going to. He started off finding his range, finding his distance, finding the punches that would land, and ultimately he got the job done. The power was too much for Kubrat Pulev, but not just that, the punch dexterity and the creativity was also too much. But there was one bigger thing going into this fight, and it was going to be an even bigger thing coming out after: Tyson Fury. Now, will this fight happen or will it not? Tyson Fury doesn't seem to be happy with the fact that Anthony Joshua did not call for that fight or directly call out Tyson Fury as a result of beating Kubrat Pulev. That is what Tyson Fury wanted. Apparently Tyson Fury has now released a video on his Twitter. I will leave a link to that in the description, saying that Anthony Joshua doesn't want the fight and he just approved it in his post-fight interview. Now, Anthony Joshua's style has never been to call out fighters. I mean, he says he wants to fight Tyson Fury, he says he wants to fight Deontay Wilder, Alexander Usyk. Those are fights that he wants, but he's never actively called out anyone and said, "You big dosser, you get in the ring, I want to fight you next." That's not Anthony Joshua's style. And he has just beaten his mandatory challenger Kubrat Pulev, which was a potential banana skin for AJ. So it was a big fight for Anthony Joshua. Whether others wanted to give him credit for that or not, it was a tough fight. But Anthony Joshua shown his class, his ability, and his power, and he got his knockout streak back as well against Kubrat Pulev. Now Tyson Fury hopefully is next, but Tyson Fury clearly doesn't seem to be happy with the fact that Anthony Joshua has not shouted his name from the hilltops after beating Kubrat Pulev. Now, it was clear after this fight that Anthony Joshua did just want to enjoy the victory and then move on, because obviously it has been a long camp, because if you think that this fight was supposed to happen in June, it has now happened in December, so it has been a long camp and a long time thinking about just one opponent, a long time to stay focused when everyone's mentioning Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, and the fights in the future like they always are with Anthony Joshua. So you cannot blame him, I guess, for wanting to just step away and think that, okay, I've beaten my mandatory challenger, let's enjoy the victory, because this guy has been a part of Anthony Joshua's life for a long time. Most of this year, in fact all of this year, after the Andy Ruiz Jr. fight, this was the next fight for Anthony Joshua. So this guy has been there ever since December 7th, 2019 in the way of Anthony Joshua getting to those fights, but everyone's always mentioning those fights, so Anthony Joshua has had to stay headstrong, thinking about his next fight, which is Kubrat Pulev, not Tyson Fury, not Alexander Usyk. So that must be very difficult to do. Now that he has dealt with it, it's a lot of mental stress taken off of Anthony Joshua, so I guess we cannot blame him for enjoying the moment. The Tyson Fury fight will happen. Anthony Joshua wants it, of course he does. Tyson Fury wants it, of course he does. Guys, anyway, I will leave a link to Tyson Fury's video in the description. Make sure you go and give it a watch. Make sure also you leave your thoughts in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.